Now, the gloves have been off in West Bengal for quite some time now, as early as 2019. But now, with the state elections only 3 months away, there's no joking anymore in the state of West Bengal. The gloves are truly off and things have begun to hurt because Gali politics, unsurprisingly, has now taken center stage. After Mamata Banerjee called the BJP more dangerous than Naxalites and venomous than cobras, the BJP has hit back. BJP National General Secretary Kailash Vijayvargiya has reacted to Mamata's fusillade and said that his party doesn't need any certificates from anyone. Dilip Ghosh has also countered Mamata by calling the Trinamool a terrorist and an anti-social party. Well, the war of words, which some would call pretty juvenile, has escalated with Bengal Minister Firhad Hakim saying that those who are in the BJP are terrorists. So one side calls the other Naxals, the other calls them terrorists. And those leaving the Trinamool for the Saffron Party are thugs. So that's the level of the discourse that has been reached in West Bengal, thanks to the huge visceral hostility between the BJP and the Trinamool.
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপ তৈরি করেছে সব হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপ তৈরি করেছে বেনামি সেই হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপগুলোকে মনে রাখবেন একটাও বিশ্বাস করবেন না মা বোনেরা আমার বিজেপি আসলে পুরুলিয়া থাকবে না রূপসী বাংলা থাকবে না আবার মাওবাদীরা এসে আবার দেখবেন মাওবাদীদের থেকে বিজেপিরা আরো ভয়ঙ্কর মনে রাখবেন বিজেপি মাওবাদী দলের থেকেও ভয়ঙ্কর এরা হচ্ছে যেখানে ঢুকবে এরা বাস হয়ে ঢুকবে আর ফালি হয়ে বেরোবে যদি বলেন কোনটা বিষাক্ত সাপ কোবরা না কেউটে তাহলে মনে রাখবেন একশো বলেই শেষ তার নাম হচ্ছে বিজেপি যাকে ধরলো তাকে খেলো তাকে গিললো তাকে হজম করলো পালিয়ে গেল
माओवादियों को उन्होंने जमानत कराकर अपने चुनाव प्रचार में लगा लिया है तो अब ये कोशिश कहना चाहती हूँ देश की जनता से कि माओवादी बहुत अच्छे हैं ममता जी का सर्टिफिकेट भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए ज़रूरी नहीं है देश की जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी को प्रमाण पत्र दिया है देश की जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता नरेंद्र मोदी जी को प्रधानमंत्री दूसरी बार बनाया है इसलिए ममता जी के प्रमाण पत्र की हमको आवश्यकता नहीं है
তৃণমূলের আদর্শে কেউ নেই যিনি গান্ধীজিকে হত্যা করেছেন তৃণমূল বা গান্ধীবাদ সুভাষবাদ নিয়ে যারা বেঁচে আছে তাদের আদর্শে কেউ নেই যারা গুজরাট রাইট করেছে কেউ নেই যারা দিল্লির দাঙ্গা করেছে সুতরাং আমরা সন্ত্রাসবাদী না সন্ত্রাসবাদী হচ্ছেন যারা আরএসএসের প্রভাবে বিজেপি করছেন তারা হচ্ছেন সন্ত্রাসবাদী আর যারা তৃণমূল থেকে পাল্টি খেয়ে ওখানে যাচ্ছে তারা হচ্ছে ধান্দাবাদী
बीजेपी ये तो सही है दौलत है एजेंसी है सरकार है दुनिया का सब कुछ है तुम्हारे पास लेकिन मेरा साथ मेरा माँ है मेरा अम्मा है कोई माँ का लाल पैदा नहीं हुआ जो ममता से टकराएगा सुनो बीजेपी वालों दूध मांगो तो खीर देंगे अगर बंगाल मांगो तो छीड़ देंगे
Gali politics is nothing surprising. If you've been following what's been happening in the run-up to this election in Bengal, then the Gali politics was very much expected, which is why in the beginning of this show we said, ye to hona hi tha. But there have been many flashpoints that have built up to this really embarrassing, almost juvenile sort of level of exchange between the two political parties fighting for supremacy in West Bengal. There has been a legacy war between the Trinamool and the BJP where they've been fighting over the legacies of famous Bengal icons like Subhash Chandra Bose, Rabindranath Tagore, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and many others, Vivekananda as well. There have been desertions where the BJP said that there is no democracy in the Trinamool. The Trinamool says the BJP is poaching our leaders. So poaching tamasha is another big flashpoint. Political murders, political killings where each side has been accusing the other of murdering the other side's workers. The Trinamool has been accusing the BJP of faking these murders. Law and order is also a big issue where the two sides have been sparring quite a bit. Governance, of course, is an issue, even though we don't hear very much of it, in the noise of all the other very visceral things being said between both sides. The farm bills, is another substantive issue. The Trinamool terms it as anti-farmer and has backed the protests. The BJP has supported farmers in Bengal, some of whom have been protesting against the Mamata government. So there are many substantive issues, but what you get to finally see, what drowns out everything else, is the gali galoch, or the abusive nature of this conversation, and things have truly deteriorated. India Today's Poulomi Saha, who's been traveling through West Bengal ahead of the elections and is tracking the political face-off between the two sides, is also with me live. Poulomi, this is not surprising. Most people who will see the language being used, Naxals and Cobra and terrorists and stuff, I mean, this is pretty juvenile stuff compared to what we are usually used to, especially in a state where, it has been proven that blood has been spilled, in the names of political parties. But this is perhaps an indication of just how things are in steady deterioration in Bengal ahead of the upcoming election.
Oh, absolutely, Shiv. This is just the beginning, the kind of commentary that you're witnessing between the two parties exchanging barbs right now. We haven't even heard from the Election Commission in terms of the announcement of the dates, and such are the sort of visceral attacks which are being leveled by each party against the other, and it's only going to go downhill from here in terms of the attacks, verbal, which will, of course, take place between the two parties. Of course, we've seen things deteriorate from the level verbal down as well in Bengal, and a lot of people fear the worst over here. So as far as the attacks go, the Trinamool Congress and Mamata Banerjee saying the BJP are worse than the Maoists, the BJP saying then, well, they are of course appeasing a certain community and in a way breeding terrorists, and that is the sort of language which we've witnessed over here, and it's only going to get sharper in terms of the attacks, Shiv, as we go along.
Thanks very much for that. Things are definitely in free fall. They're going to get worse and worse. We've seen things lose control when one side has tried to protest against the other. There are street fights that have been raging. There are accusations of political killings, which I imagine will be amplified as we get closer to the elections. There is this very loud legacy war over Bengal's icons. So things are hugely vitiated. I want to bring onto our show now Dr. Shantanu Sen, who's a Rajya Sabha MP and spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. Also with me is Sudesh Verma, who's a spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Sen, to you first. Cobra and Naxalite and terrorist. We know that there is a appears to be a surfeit, actually a sort of there is a lack of a lot of substantial debate happening in the political battlefield of Bengal ahead of this election. But for things to sort of dwindle down to this abusive, almost juvenile name-calling between both sides, how does that make the Trinamool feel? Because it's been dragged down to this level now.
See, first of all, if you go by the study done by NDTV, you can see that these spiteful diatribes have gone up to 500% since 2014. That means since this BJP has come into power, number one. Number two, so far the Maoist activity is concerned. This is for your kind information that since Mamata Banerjee has become the Chief Minister of this West Bengal state, now in the then Maoist affected areas, the voters, especially the women voters, they used to stand in the queue till midnight and they used to vote freely. Before that, they used to leave for their home after 3 p.m. And on the contrary, in the neighboring state run by BJP, by the Maoist attack, their ministers are getting killed. Here lies the difference. And negative discourse is not the policy of our party.
Okay.
That's why if there was any slogan like Goli Maro in our TMC rally, our TMC district president vividly opposes. On the contrary, when the same slogan was being heard during the BJP rally, the current BJP leader, who used to be TMC leader earlier, he said, "Bahut acha kiya andar ghus ke mara." That means they are encouraging this type of statements, as their minister like Anurag Thakur, they used to say this type of statement.
Okay.
If you go by the statement given by Dilip Ghosh, Sayantan Bose says, "Burn out the police. Don't hit from the back. Shoot at the chest. these type of statements are being given by the BJP leaders. On
Okay.
the contrary, again I repeat, negative discourse is not the policy of TMC. We never say, yes, andar ghus ke mara, tumne acha kiya hai. But you have seen, you have heard in your own eyes that the current BJP leader, he has openly said from the dais, बहुत अच्छा किया तुमने जो किया है अंदर घुस के मरा.
Sudesh Verma,
I
the
repeat,
Trinamool says that
our-
they are not in favor of this negative discourse and that it is the BJP that has brought in this discourse with violence in language during campaigns and rallies.
You see, Mamta Didi is never known for using good language, and she's now paranoid of the BJP. You see, you remember the kind of language she used for Prime Minister, thappad marenge Pradhan Mantri ko. You have seen how she narrated the name of Nadda ji and tried to, make fun of that name. You have seen all that, isn't it? And now she is giving an open threat that if you vote for BJP, then Maoists will not like, Maoists is not going to leave you, because she's reminding people of the terror. On the contrary, the fact is that if we come to power, there will be no Maoism, nothing, because we will usher in development. You see, the kind of things that are happening in West Bengal, you see a leadership that is in crisis because they know that for the first time they are facing a real political challenge by the BJP, and it's BJP versus the Trinamool Congress. Our workers have laid down their lives.
Okay.
Trinamool Congress goons have beaten them, have killed them, and we have faced all these, isn't it? People of West Bengal are witness to it.
Okay.
When we talk of terrorism, it is based upon facts, isn't it? 7 terrorists were found hiding by the NIA. It is all facts. So we are not talking of something that doesn't exist.
No, I
There are
want to talk about the level of the
abuses.
discourse
You
also
see,
in a bit.
one of the persons, Madan Mitra, you have heard what he said.
Yes,
Cheer
yes.
denge. What do you cheer denge? Bangal maoge cheer denge. Who are you?
No, but
What kind of language is this?
Dr. Sen, the BJP says that the Trinamool is rattled by, political actions on the ground, and that the Trinamool cannot turn around and say that you are not in favor of a negative discourse because of the many times that Mamta Banerjee herself has, used provocative phrases and provocative language. So you can't just point a finger at the BJP, they say.
Neither Dr. Shantanu said nor BJP says. It is the NCRB report says that Calcutta is the safest city to live in. And let me put forward certain data before you. My learned colleague will be aware of that. The number of crimes committed against women in 2019, Uttar Pradesh more than 59,000, Rajasthan more than 41,000, and West Bengal 30,000.
But
Total crime against women, Rajasthan 110.
See, he's changing goalposts, Shiva.
But Dr. Sen,
That
we're
is
not
not
talking
the
about
issue.
crime
But
in
it's
general
also
here. We're
like
talking
what
about
they
the level of the discourse. We're not talking specifically about crime here.
Again, I repeat, our policy is not this type of negative discourse. That's why, again, I repeat, whenever there is this type of slogan, our district president categorically opposes. On the contrary, their leader indulges. Here lies the difference. Have you ever seen Prime Minister saying, yes, Anurag Tagore has done something wrong by saying Goli Maro Saloko? Have you ever seen that the Prime Minister is
No,
saying,
is it-
yes, they have done wrong?
Quite
When
apart.
they have used
Can I respond? Can I respond to that?
those who were agitating for the,
Can
in
I
front of
respond to
against
that?
the
Yeah,
CAA.
reply.
On the contrary,
Let
they
him
are
finish, you
leading-
can reply to
there
that,
are
Sudesh.
leaders who are supporting this anti-CA movement. They are the dogs of Mamata Banerjee. They are the monkeys of Mamata Banerjee. Have you ever heard that the type of language that is being used by Dilip Bose, that is being used by Shantanu Bose?
No, there is...
If there is any party who is spoiling the culture of Bengal, it is none other than Bharatiya Janata Party. Before they came into the force, before they came on the surface.
Okay, this is a bit of an exaggeration when you say there was no Gali politics culture before the BJP started campaigning in Bengal. Maybe a bit of an exaggeration, Dr. Sen. I'm sure even you see the irony in that. But Sudesh Verma, respond to that, then I have another question.
Yeah, Shantanu ji, you see, Madan Mitra ji says कि Bengal मांगोगे तो चीर देंगे. What do you mean by चीर देंगे? And the slogan which you are citing, the slogan of, anywhere in the country you stand up and say, गोली मारो, किसको मारो? गद्दार को. देश के गद्दारों को, people will say, गोली मारो सारों को. It's a slogan for gaddars. Why are you getting provoked? If you're not in the category of Gaddar,
It's the same like during the Delhi riots.
It's about traitors.
It's the same
and
phrase.
Traitors need to be punished through
That
due
means
process of
that
law.
means those
That
who
is
are
the slogan
agitating for the
which you can
interest
hear
of the
anywhere.
country,
Why
they
you
were-
get
they were
provoked? I don't
Gaddar.
understand. You should
That
also
means
say
those
yes,
who
it is
are
true.
agitating
One at a time,
for
one
the
at a time.
interest of the
Not against the
country, they were
country, isn't
Gaddars
it?
to you. That means those who were agitating for the
Don't
interest
find
of the
Madam
country in
Mitra
Delhi,
provocative. You don't
they
find
were
Mamta
gaddar
Didi
to your
provocative.
minister.
One at a
They
time,
were
one at a
gaddar
time.
to your
making
Singh
fun of
government.
our
Sudesh
What
Verma,
can
let
be
him speak.
more-
Let him speak.
But you
One at a
find
time.
problem with
What
this
can
slogan.
be more
It's
simple
strange.
statement than this?
Dr. Sen, if I could come in right now, there is a sense, this crossfire between both sides, ultimately, there is no way of saying, who started it and, they said it first and then they said it. I think if anyone looks at examples on both sides, it's very clear that unparliamentary language, abusive metaphors have been used by both sides. I mean, we can endlessly debate who started it, etc. But I don't want to put that aside for a moment. But I am asking a larger political question, Dr. Sen. With the elections coming up, is there a sense, you're saying that the Trinamool has reacted to some of the things that the BJP has said. Is that also a problem, Dr. Sen, that the Trinamool is ending up reacting to everything that the BJP is saying, and the BJP, in a sense, is kind of setting the agenda for the conversation on the ground?
Certainly not. Number one, there was a history of hooliganism during left regime, which has been completely finished by our Mamata Banerjee's government. Now, so far the development is concerned, BJP is far, far, far away so far this competition on development basis is concerned. That's why they are having no other agenda than doing this type of hooliganism and nuisance, and then other than destabilizing this stable situation, they don't have any other card to play with. That's why before this election, they are trying to play this type of card. They are bringing people from outside this tourist gang. The ministers that are being sent to Bengal, some of them are having a scam behind, and they are here to destabilize this stable and peaceful Bengal. That is their only agenda, because they know so far the development is concerned, Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress is far, 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 far ahead of them. So they are having no other agenda.
Sudesh, this is an allegation we've heard in other places as well, including in Telangana recently during the GHMC elections, in other places as well, that the BJP doesn't have any agenda. You have this vague banner that says development, etc. But on the ground, the actual actions are gali, galoch politics and violence and communal polarization is the allegation against the BJP. And that's what the Trinamool is accusing you of right now, Sudesh.
No, it's not correct. It's not correct. If you see any of the elections, our party leaders go, they talk of the various issues. They talk of development initiatives taken by the central government. They talk of what kind of funding has been done, what kind of development programs have been given to the state, and how the states have failed to implement. This is the case of Mamata Didi. Mamata Didi gets agitated because she has not done. She was adopting an anti-Modi policy. She was not allowing most of the schemes to reach there. Farmers have not got benefit. So if we raise this issue, she will not be able to answer. So the only thing is that you say that we are outsiders and you belong to the culture of West Bengal. Is this the culture of West Bengal to use such abusive language? You represent cultural Bengal. You are using abusive language. We are your guests, isn't it? If we are going to campaign. So what is your problem? Welcome us with open hand. You don't beat our Karyakartas. They're also trying to do their politics. They're also trying to find their space in the political spectrum of West Bengal, which is their constitutional right. And we are going with an agenda. So if you can't do anything, you start abusing. And if you get a response, then you'll blame us.
Let Dr. Sen answer.
Will not be tolerated.
BJP has come into power by befooling the people of India in 2014 as well as 2019. And now they are thinking.
You wonder whether you'll be able to retain your government the way Trinamool Congress is leaving the party.
Those are all rhetorical. Attacks.
When the farmers are dying, when the farmers are agitating on the road, and your home minister is doing politics,
you are abusing people. You don't represent the culture of West Bengal.
Dr. Sen saying things like the BJP came to power by fooling the people is to not recognize your adversary, which is the silliest thing one can do before an election.
You are talking about project, you are giving 60%, our government is giving 40%, and you will be displaying by putting photographs of Narendra Modi ji. What can be more
ruling party? You set your agenda of what you have done.
A certificate with the photograph.
You don't have any agenda because you have not done anything.
Why so?
We are pointing it out and you are abusing us.
The national program. The invention of vaccine, the credit goes to the scientists. Then why after getting COVID vaccination,
this is a different issue. We are talking about use of abusive language. Mamata Didi today does not represent.
I don't think there is anything that's happening in Bengal right now that's not become a political flashpoint. Let me just bring another one.
You are using abusive language because you are agitated because of our politics.
Okay.
Because we have
Dr. Sen and Sudesh, just let's put the abusive crossfire aside for a second. Put my guess on the screen. I want to bring you something else that's happened today that is difficult to comprehend, but in many ways understandable given that there's an election coming. Bengal minister from the Trinamool, Farhad Hakim, has made an allegation against the Border Security Force. The Border Security Force, as you know, is a central police force under the Home Ministry that's deployed in India's border areas. The Trinamool minister claimed that the BSF deployed at the India-Bangla borders is coaxing people to vote for the BJP in the upcoming Bengal Assembly election. The Mamata government has raised this issue at a meeting with the Election Commission of India. They also accused the BJP of provoking hatred in Bengal through communal speeches and requested the Election Commission to take note of this.
The BSF, the BJP is sending BSF to the village, nearby villages of the border, of the border, and terrorizing the people so that they vote in favor of the BJP.
Is this your allegation or?
It is my allegation. So, before the Election Commission, we have placed this, and they told us that we have our own way to check, to cross-check the situation, and we will definitely cross-check that.
The BSF's primary job is to guard the frontiers of our country, and its jurisdiction runs for 15 kilometers across the border. I don't think there are any particular reasons to fear that suddenly the BSF has turned into a campaigning wing of the Bharatiya Janata Party. There is no such thing, and I don't think it will ever happen. The allegations are born out of a sense of desperation and out of a thing that central forces must be taken away to discredit the name of central forces, which is the main purpose of the Trinamool Congress.
Dr. Sen, this is a very grave allegation that has been leveled by a minister from your party, Farhad Hakim, saying that the BSF, Border Security Force soldiers and Jawans are canvassing for the BJP for the upcoming election. Is there any evidence of this? This is an extremely grave allegation that's been made, or is this again just another political pot shot that's being fired?
I will take your 2 minutes time.
Please,
Number
please.
one, BJP is master in using each and every agency for their own benefit, number one. Number two, so far the Rohingya issue is concerned, BJP is always raising false allegation. The person who was speaking before your camera, the same person who was raising this issue. But on the contrary, you must know Mr. Asthana, who was the BSF chief. He has categorically given clean sheet. Mr. Asthana is a man of central government. He is not a man of Mamata Banerjee.
But sir, where is the evidence of this?
In the number three, last 30 seconds. In the last parliamentary election, we have categorically seen in several places the central forces who were deputed to give proper security to the voters, they were openly campaigning for Narendra Modi ji. We have seen in our own eyes in different parts of our West Bengal. So it's obvious that BJP leaves no stone unturned in using each and every agency, each and every office under their control. For
such a serious allegation, Dr. Sen, when Farhad Hakim is asked whether this is his, there is evidence of this or it's his allegation, he says it's his allegation. Where is the evidence of this? Because this is such a serious issue, it should not be something that concerns only the BJP or the Trinamool. If the BSF is campaigning for any party, it should concern every single citizen of this country. Sudesh?
You see, because they are full with venomous politics, they are not able to see reason. BSF, as rightly explained by Swapan Das Gupta ji, guards the border, isn't it? They have nothing to do in the internal situation of the country. Because we are saying there won't be free and fair elections under the administration of Mamata Banerjee, that is why they are trying to make an allegation, a counter allegation, that you see that central forces can also be influenced. So they are trying to build a counter narrative. You should have some evidence. Come on, this way you cannot go and questioning every institution of the country. And if you believe that every institution of the country is supporting the BJP, it's better that you don't be in power. Because you can't be in power then.
This is dangerous.
What can be a better evidence than the statement made by Mr. Asthana? What can be a better evidence than the statement made by Mr. Asthana?
Is a statement evidence? Is any statement taken as evidence anywhere? Do some reporting. Ask some of your
You
journalists to go
get-
there
get-
and do some
that's why
reporting, get some
that's
reports
why
where
you
you
should
show
get-
that BSF people
One
are
at
trying
One
to
at a time,
influence
Sudesh, let
voters.
him answer, then
Ridiculous.
you can take it.
That's why you should get yourself prepared before sitting for any debate, especially when you are debating Trinamool Congress,
Arre,
which
you are
is an
trying to
intellectual
create a
party which
narrative,
is
we
full
all
of
know,
resources.
because you are aware that there will be central forces to conduct elections. We have requested the Elections Commission. We doubt your administration. We know that you are biased. So naturally, we would like central forces to be there to conduct free and fair elections. So you are trying to build a counter narrative to that. Even a child can see that.
No, this is there.
You can do whatever you like, even in a state like some other states where the number of seats are more. There you hold election in 3 phases, and in Bengal you hold election for 7 phases, 8 phases. Come what may, whatever you do like.
There
People
are
of
3
Bengal
months to
are
go
like
for the
Mamata
elections.
Banerjee.
There are 3 months to go for the elections, and I'm only wondering what more is going to become fodder for politics, because it's very clear that this is a prestige election. This is an election of personalities. There is a great deal at stake, both for the Trinamool especially and for the BJP, which has smelt victory since the 29 elections, and they feel that this is something that they can definitely achieve. This is going to be a no-holds-barred contest, and every single day is proving that it's becoming more vicious than the previous day. Thank you very much, Dr. Sen and Sudesh Verma, for joining me here on this quick face-off here on 5 Live.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.